Hi there, this is Lizzie from Lizzie's Dressing Table, and with this video I am going to be reviewing my top 10 green note scents, and it's all in celebration of St. Patrick's Day to come, and so I hope that you enjoy this video. And so without further ado, let's get into this. So the first perfume that I want to review is called You or Someone Like You. It's from Etat Libre d'Orange, and again, sorry folks, I only have a sample. I do not have a big bottle, but I am going to spray this for you. And I should say that we're going to review the top 10, but there are a couple of surprises. I purchased a vintage scent yesterday prior to me taping today, and so we're going to open that scent and see what that's all about. So I'm going to spray this. Yeah, this reminds me so much of the garden. It almost reminds me of like tabbouleh. It's got mint. It was created in 2017, and it's considered unisex and green fresh. The notes include mint, which is really apparent. Also chlorophyll, which I'm not sure how you inject chlorophyll into a perfume. Also grass, garden rose, geranium, and musk. And then also and those are all the notes. The nose on this is Caroline Sabis or Sabis. But yeah, these are the kind of scents that are just perfect for this time of year. It's March, and where I live, it's just been a long winter. It usually is. It lingers way too long, and I don't know about you, but I am really in the mood for fresh, floral, green, herbal scents. And this one really fits the bill. It's very summery. So yeah, the first perfect green scent for the oncoming spring and for St. Patrick's Day. So the second perfume that has green notes in it, Amouage's Reflection Woman, and I received this in a women's sampler kit that I received a couple years ago from my darling husband. He gifted that to me for Valentine's Day when I was starting to get into, or get more into perfume. So I'm going to spray this. I'm going to spray it off to the side. Yeah, this is very refreshing. Very fresh. I wore this recently, and I think Amouage is really known for its big scents, but this one is light, and it does not last quite as much as the other Amouage scents that you may wear. And this is the women's formula. This is considered floral green. It has the top notes of green leaves, freesia, feather foil. I'm not sure what feather foil is, so I will put that information in the video. The heart notes are magnolia, jasmine, and ylang ylang, and the base is white musk, cedarwood, amber, and sandalwood. And yeah, this is really, really fresh. I think perfect for the summer, for the spring. Yeah, a lovely scent, one that does not last as long as some of the other scents, but yeah, a great, great scent. So the next scent that we'll review is Elizabeth Taylor's Gardenia. And making sure that there is no reflection, and making sure there's no reflection in my glasses either. I can't guarantee there isn't. I'm wearing my glasses today and no eye makeup because I got into a little bit of trouble last week with wearing eye makeup, and I wish someone had told me and this is totally digressing from the topic at hand, that once you hit menopause, that it's not only hot flashes, but it's also really dry eyes, especially when you've been looking at the computer for so long. But anyway, we came here to talk about perfume, not menopause. But this is the what the bottle looks like, Elizabeth Taylor's Gardenia, and it's really very pretty. And I paid maybe $11 for this on fragrance.net. And this is really, really sweet. They do identify this as a green floral scent. So I'm going to spray this as I have been with the other scents. And this really reminds me of some of the heavier scents that you would smell in the 1980s, although this came out in 2003. Now, with the research that I did, there was no perfumer who was listed as the creator of this, but my sources say that the perfume bottle, which I'll hold up again, was created by Susan Wacker. This was created, as I mentioned, in 2003. It was last marketed by Elizabeth Arden, and the top notes are lily of the valley and ivy. The heart notes are gardenia, white orchid, white peony, and the base is musk and carnation. So this is something that I sprayed on recently. It's big. It's glamorous. It's not as fresh as the last two, but it is a beautiful scent, and it's green. So it's perfect for St. Patrick's Day. So, and then to give you a last look at the box, and this is a cheapie. So, and from the research that I did, it said that Elizabeth Taylor considered this to be a very personal scent for her, one of her favorites. So really good eau de perfume. So another perfume that is a favorite green note perfume, Kenzo's Perfume d'été, which means in French, summer perfume. Now, I did spray this on yesterday, and it's very, very sheer. I purchased this perfume at an antique store, and I paid maybe $10 for it. This is something that I used to wear in my 20s. You know, I really, really loved Kenzo perfumes, and I love their flower. There's also a Kenzo flower tag that I picked up recently, and I'm not going to spray it because I know what it smells like. But this was created by Antoine Lee, who is someone who's done a lot of perfumes for Etat Libre d'Orange. The top notes are lily of the valley and green notes. The middle notes are hyacinth, jasmine, and peony. And the base notes are white musk and sandalwood. And apparently this was created originally in 1992, but maybe they repackaged it in 2002. But it's really fresh. It's kind of pastel. It's just a lovely, lovely perfume, and one that is great for spring and summer. So the next perfume is one that is one of my absolute favorites from Jo Malone. This is her Basil and Neroli. And this is a bottle that I invested my money in. This is absolutely gorgeous. And I am going to spray this because I really want to relive this. Yeah, this is something that is just a quintessential summer scent. It's unisex, and it's considered floral green. It was launched in 2016, and it was created by the perfumer Anne Filippo. Yeah, good job, Miss Filippo. The top notes in this are basil. The middle notes are neroli. The base is white musk and vetiver. So yeah, this, when I spray this, I just melt. And I'm very much looking forward to the warmer months because I can get out into the garden and start gardening. And I love the smell of basil. And after I smelled this and wore it, it made me appreciate the scent of basil even more, how fragrant it is, how delicious it is on pizza or pasta. It's just, this is a fantastic scent, and it just makes my knees go weak. So yeah, another gorgeous green scent that I completely recommend. It's safe for the office, it's safe for garden parties, it's safe for whatever you might want to do. And some of the recommended pairings for this are wood sage and sea salt, which is another stunning Jo Malone scent, which I absolutely love. Also her red roses, and also blackberry and bay, which I have not gotten my nose on, but I would love to smell blackberry and bay. But yeah, I can give this unequivocally a thumbs up for a beautiful, beautiful green scent. And so the next scent that I'd like to review, and actually this is a gift set that I purchased right after Christmas. This is L'Occitane's Verveine, Verveine being the French word for verbena. And this came with a body wash, and it came with a gel moisturizer as well as a just regular lotion moisturizer. And so these are little minis. So this is the gel hand cream, and also here is the regular lotion that they have, and here is the body wash. So they're small. Having these scents, having these products, it really reminds me of a trip that my husband and I took in 2018 to France, because the little boutique hotel that we stayed in, actually not far from the Eiffel Tower, carried these products. L'Occitane is something you'll find in the hotels. Not all hotels. I certainly did not do an exhaustive search, but it's a perfect example of how scents can bring back wonderful memories. I will say though that the gel cream, it comes out very strong as far as the potency of the smell, but it does not last long. So if you want to put this on at night, you will smell it maybe for half an hour, maybe an hour if you're lucky, but it's very fleeting, which I think maybe speaks to the fact that they probably use natural ingredients. But verbena is, like basil, an herb, and it's just a beautiful scent. I'll give you the note breakdown. This is considered a floral unisex scent. It was launched in 2003. The top notes are lemon and orange. The middle notes are lemon and verbena, as well as petitgrain. And the base is geranium and rose. So I do know they have the larger bath gels, but I really like going out around Christmas time, and it's a great way to sample different perfumes, buying gift kits. And this cost me all of like $20, so yeah, a great investment. So L'Occitane en Provence, Verveine. And so the next scent that is a great green scent is Etat Libre d'Orange's Fat Electrician, semi-modern vetiver. Yeah, I fell victim to being conducive to buying a perfume that was so silly as far as the name. I thought, yeah, I need to have a perfume in my collection called Fat Electrician. But when I purchased this perfume at the scent bar in New York City, I smelled it and I thought, how serious could this perfume be? But actually, this is a wonderful vetiver scent. It's sweet, it's spicy, it's smoky, and it's just a legitimately great perfume. And it's considered Oriental woody. It was launched in 2009. It was created by Antoine Maisondieu. The notes include vetiver, whipped cream, marron glace, vanille or vanilla, olive leaves, myrrh, and opoponax. So essentially it's frankincense and myrrh. But yeah, I really like this. It's and it lasts a good amount of time. So yeah, a beautiful unisex, truly. You know, this is something that I would not have purchased 3 years ago before I became acquainted with lots of different perfumes and particularly the niche perfumers. But this is a great scent, and it's in the smaller size. But yeah, Fat Electrician. And the next perfume that I want to feature is, and I got this from fragrance.net, this is Guerlain Vetiver. So I signed up for their Purple Luxe Club, where you get a travel size sample of perfume each month for 12 months. And I think this costs like maybe $10. And for me, it was a great way to select a lot of different Guerlain scents. You know, it's a perfume house that I want to learn so much more about. And I know that they're considered niche, but big niche. I mean, they're, you know, famous for their scents, and they go back a lot of years. Their first scent was Jiki in 1887. So I am going to spray this. Yeah, and this is soapy. It's powdery. Definitely vetiver though. But a sweeter vetiver than a different vetiver than Fat Electrician. It's considered woody aromatic. It was created originally in 1961, but relaunched in 2000. Created by Jean-Paul Guerlain. The top notes are bergamot, tobacco, lemon, nutmeg, neroli, coriander, and mandarin orange. The middle notes are vetiver, finally, vetiver, pepper, carnation, sage, sandalwood, and orris root. And the base has vetiver, oak moss, leather, myrrh, civet, tonka bean, and amber. But yeah, I really like this scent, and to me, I think it's considered more of a masculine scent. But the more that I smell different perfumes and eau de toilettes and eau de colognes and what have you, I'm beginning to subscribe to the notion that there are no male or female scents. Whatever you like is what you should wear. And I'm really beginning to appreciate men's scents. They're just so, in a lot of ways, different from women's scents. You know, women's scents are floral, but I think those, to think in such, you know, either men's or women's scents is to limit yourself. So yeah, this is great. So it's Guerlain's Vetiver. And now the next perfume, and this is a fine fragrance mist. So this is definitely, I think, would be considered a female or feminine scent. Unless, guys, you like lilacs. This is Bath and Body Works, their fresh cut lilacs. And I purchased this last year, and I paid $5 for it. I just strolled into Bath and Body Works because I don't like all of their scents, certainly, but I think that they have certainly leveled up their game with some of the dupes that they're doing. Some perfumers or perfume content creators are against dupes, but I don't like to limit myself to any particular brand or level of how much a perfume costs. You know, I want to highlight for you, my viewers, scents that are cheap, scents that may be more expensive, and boy, I aspire to being able to purchase the expensive scents. But this is lovely, and I'm not going to spray it because I'm really familiar with this. Is there anything more grandmotherly than lilacs? But I'll tell you, I've smelled real lilacs, and they're resplendent. They're such a beautiful, quintessential spring scent, and to put your nose up to a lilac bush in bloom, there is nothing more beautiful than that. But this is a scent that was launched in 2019. The notes include lilac, green notes, and what Bath and Body Works calls mountain air. So I assume that means it's got ozonic notes. But yeah, when you spray this, you can pick up green notes. It's a refreshing scent, but it's also comforting because it's really sort of old-fashioned, just a lilac scent. And as with a lot of other Bath and Body Works scents, the fine fragrance mist in particular will last 3 to 4 hours. So, you know, they're big. You can refresh the scent as you would like to. But yeah, this is, I mean, for $5, this is a great fine fragrance mist to have in your library. So yeah, Bath and Body Works Fresh Cut Lilacs. And so now we have come to the mystery scent, which actually I don't even know what it smells like. This is something that I found at an antique store. I went out yesterday just to peruse a local antique store, and you know, I'm always on the hunt for perfumes that I can feature in my YouTube videos. This is called Lancome, or Climat de Lancome, and Climat is the French word for climate. Are any of you familiar with this perfume? This is not something that I have heard of from Lancome, and the box looks to be pretty aged. And what's interesting is that it's got the price tag, and I want to make sure, yeah, that is right side up. And it's from it was sold at a company, GBR period Heinemann. And when I was doing research online, I assume Gabriel, GEBR Heinemann, they are the largest owner of duty-free shops. So I am assuming that the person who owned this previously got it from a duty-free shop. Never been opened. It is completely sealed. So we are going to go ahead and we are going to just open this baby, see what it looks like. It was $20 at the store that I bought it, and I did some searching on eBay, and the scent goes for like hundreds of dollars. It goes for hundreds of dollars, in case you didn't hear that, because I was crinkling plastic. So we are opening it up. I'm holding it up to the camera. And so here is what it looks like. So it's eau de toilette, 115 milliliters or 4 fluid ounces, Climat de Lancome Paris, and they have an 80%, which I'm not exactly sure what that means. 80% alcohol, maybe. Oh, and it is looks like it's a dabber bottle, although it looks like it doesn't come out. You would have to shake this, so we're going to be careful. We're going to try not to dump this all over the place, but I'm going to apply it to a touche carefully. And actually, I think maybe I might have to, yep, open it up. So I'm just going to put the touche right in the bottle. Whoop. Make sure I get it in the hole. Okay, so I'm not certain how old this bottle is. And at times when you put your dabber straight into a bottle, it may smell sort of like alcohol. It's considered a floral aldehyde. It was launched in 1967. The nose on this, or the perfumer, is Gerard Goupy, Goupy. The top notes are narcissus, lily of the valley, violet, jasmine, rose, peach, and bergamot. The middle notes are aldehydes, rosemary, and tuberose. And the base is civet, musk, vetiver, sandalwood, bamboo, amber, and tonka bean. So I'm going to shake it a little, although I've heard don't necessarily shake the touche. Have any of you smelled this? Do any of you know this perfume? I think I need to just really let it dry down. And of course, it's going to smell different on a paper touche than it does on skin. I don't know if this has gone off, but I think it's a case where I will have to come back to you with how this smells on skin. I always like to give it the wear test on skin. But yeah, eau de toilette, Climat de Lancome, Paris. And it was, the box says it was $33 or 33 euros. But yeah, so please put in the comments if you know this scent. This is my first encounter with it, so I think it remains to be seen whether this is a good scent. All right, so now I think that I would be completely remiss if I did a perfume review in anticipation of St. Patrick's Day and did not put the obligatory Creed's Green Irish Tweed. So I love this scent. This is a powerhouse scent. It's very soapy. It's a classic. It's considered a men's scent, but I don't know. I absolutely love it. I purchased this for my husband for Christmas maybe a couple years ago, and I sewed him up a little green watch plaid pouch that he could put this in, and he wears this, and it's powerful. And this is something that you know, would want to put under your nose if you're having a very draggy kind of morning. This will wake you right up. But it's absolutely beautiful. It was introduced in 1985. It was created by Olivier Creed and Pierre Bourdon. The top notes are iris, verveine, or verbena. The middle notes are violet leaf, and the base is, thanks, the Hubs has handed me a prop. So don't know if this comes across on camera, but this is the little pouch that I sewed up for him that I put the decant, and this is indeed a decant. The bottle from the store, from the department store, is completely black, and yeah, but I thought I would present it to him in the watch plaid pouch. Top notes are iris and verveine, or also known as verbena. The middle notes are violet leaf, and the base is ambergris and sandalwood. And yeah, I love this. It's just so soapy. It's so refreshing. It's refreshing to the point that it just punches you right in the nose, but in a really, really good way. So yeah, probably one of my favorite men's scents, hands down, green Irish tweed. And so I thought I would just throw in with this review, Okay, so this is just, again, maybe obligatory, but I think that anyone who caught word that Francis Kurkdjian, when he started off in the business, he created Elizabeth Arden's green tea. And so I think a zillion and one people own this. You can get it at Marshall's or TJ Maxx for $10. This is his first, but I thought it's green tea. It's really, really nice, cheap, and very refreshing. So I thought make it an even 12 and throw this in, because yes, I do own this too, people. But it's really, really nice. It's very refreshing. It's a great summer scent, or any time of the year, really. It's considered citrus aromatic. It contains lemon, bergamot, mint, orange peel, and rhubarb. The middle notes are jasmine, musk, oak moss, fennel, carnation, and white amber. And the base is green tea, jasmine, musk, oak moss, celery seeds, caraway, clove, and amber. So a very herbaceous scent, really nice, very refreshing for the summer and the spring. So that rounds it out, folks. Elizabeth Arden's green tea. Before Francis Kurkdjian made it big with and now I'm going to forget his perfume, Baccarat 540. This started it all for him. So those are the 12 perfumes that I am reviewing coming up to St. Patrick's Day. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. This was fun for me, and as I said, you know, now that we're going into March in Michigan, I am really ready to pull out the light, watery, pastel, herbaceous, floral perfumes to leave those gourmands behind. I hope all of you have a great St. Patrick's Day. We certainly do not go out to the bar, but I thought this would be fun. And so thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. I hope I am lucky enough to get a comment from you. I'm hoping I'm lucky enough to get a subscriber from you. And with that, I wish you all the best in the world, and I will see you on my next video. So have a great St. Patrick's Day. Ta-ta!